what made you think that ayahuasca might be the thing for you?
So
How did you get there?
Yeah, that was, I would say that's less about kind of life and professional purpose, and it was more about a realization that I didn't have everything together in terms of my physicality. I'd had a situation with a cyst in my spine for a few years. It had had effects on relationships. It had had effects on me psychologically. And I was definitely open to something there. I had friends who had been involved in hallucinogenics that were kind of basically saying, ask for healing. But that's not what I did. I went there with an open mind and just set an intent to be more loving and kinder, because I had a feeling, and it's just a feeling, that the cyst somehow came from something a bit poisonous within me, whether it was not having grieved properly for certain key people that I've lost or we've lost, or whether it was other behavior that I'd indulged in. I just wasn't sure, but I felt there was something sort of a bit spiritual or a bit psychological anyway, whether we want to call it spiritual. Yeah, I'll call it spiritual. There was something a bit spiritual that I hadn't dealt with in some way. And I wondered if an ayahuasca journey might help me with that.
So you went into it thinking that your physicality and problems with your cyst might have been a build-up of something unresolved or something not in a line with something inside or something you had dealt with.
Yeah, because if you dig into how these cysts occur, medical science is at best unsure. And so who knows? The experts were telling me, we don't know how it got there. We don't know how it might or might not leave. We don't, basically a lot of don't knows. Mm. And there's quite a strong theory from my research that says it can be to do with unresolved grief. It's the body, having a response to psychological traumas or whatever. So yeah, I mean, it felt like it was definitely, it wasn't just worth a try. It just felt like something I had to do. I remember getting there and parking in a muddy field. Obviously, I'm not going to say where for obvious reasons. Somewhere in the Amazon, parking in a muddy field. And just thinking, I really should turn around and leave. That was the little bitch in my head was saying that. Yeah, but I've had a lifetime of little bitch in my head moments that I've gone and done the thing anyway. Mm. Trying stand-up comedy when I'm only moderately funny on a good day. That was overcoming my inner bitch a couple of times. Fighting in the ring when I was a skinny little hippie kid who got filled in plenty of times in my teenage years. Mm-hmm. It's the same thing, same principle. So I just know that something good is on the other side of getting past that inner bitch. So I carried on and went in.
Did you have an idea of what they were? The unresolved parts?
No, I don't think so. No, not really. Not before I went in. No, I didn't know that I needed to resolve my relationship with my mum. I didn't know that I was going to address my childhood in terms of seeing that hippie childhood that I secretly resented as a gift. No, I didn't know that how important they were going to be. And I definitely didn't know about the physical dance session that was going to happen, that was going to scare the shit out of me, but was going to come at just the right time because I'd already been taught the lesson about trust on the first journey. So in between the two journeys came this physical thing I had to do. And I'm standing there, shooting pains up my ass, vibrating groin, feet from the cyst, compressing nerves, absolutely bricking myself.